Good to be with you guys today for our daily devotional. My name is Pastor Kirk, and we're currently walking through this theme in this short series of Advent. Typically, I think if you're familiar with the church setting, traditionally, that's Advent is actually usually themes 4 weeks up until Christmas on Sundays, and usually there's candles involved, and it's basically a longing, a waiting, a desiring of the incarnation of Jesus as Jesus is coming, and that's the tradition. But I don't know where if 2020 cares about our tradition, so we're trying to figure out a different way to do it. So we are going to be doing our devotionals this way, and that's awesome. And today's theme, and I'm at peace with that, because today's theme is peace, and the reality that we are in a season of uncertainty where people are desiring peace, and tragically, many are looking in the wrong direction, and looking at the created things of this earth to bring peace, rather than the Creator of this world, who can bring perfect peace, shalom. And that's the desire of our heart, is we are shalom seekers, right? We desire peace, we long for it, but it can truly be found in the God who offers it to us through Christ. This is why we celebrate the incarnation, we celebrate the Messiah, we celebrate the Prince of Peace, that Jesus' work has restored peace between God and man through his perfect work, his perfect righteousness, and his death and resurrection. We can then be people of peace. We can receive the identity as people of peace. And so I want to just share a verse that just really speaks to that peace, because it's a peace that's is from God. Is a godly peace. It's one that Christ offers his disciples, as we see in John chapter 14, as Jesus is doing his farewell discourse, his final kind of time with these disciples who he's been walking with for the last 3 years before that. And so the verse says this, it says, and I'm sure you've heard it, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let them be afraid. I think it's important to just focus on the wording of my peace I give to you, right? It's not the peace of just the things of this world, or the peace that comes in maybe desire of supporting a political party or a legislation of some sort. It's peace that comes in knowing Christ and his peace, right? He says the peace that I leave, that he leaves. He doesn't offer anything else, right? He doesn't offer peace over here, peace over there. Those things might bring you peace, or peace in this created thing. No, he says, my peace, the peace that only I can offer, I give to you. Not the things that the world presents as peace, right? It's not the peace sign, hippie thing, whatever. It's not that. It's the peace of Christ. It's the peace that surpasses all understanding. When the world looks at the peace that followers of Jesus have, it's confusing. Why are you peaceful in this moment? Why are you so calm in a moment of despair? And that's what Jesus is sharing with these disciples who have been just so faithful and following and desiring to feel at peace through Jesus. And now he's leaving, and he's just reminding them, no, but the Spirit's going to come and point you to that peace, and give you the identity as people of peace, as a person of peace. And I love that we get these really neat examples throughout the Gospels of people who have encountered Jesus and then become just people of peace, a person of peace. I think first the example comes as Levi. In Mark chapter 2, Jesus is actually walking by the Sea of Galilee, and he sees Levi in the tax booth, and tax collectors really aren't the highlight of the community per se, but Jesus says, hey, follow me. And the next thing that happens is Levi invites his business associates. He invites people he invites people to hear about Jesus, to gather for a meal. Whether they wanted to be there for him or not, I'm not sure, but they were encouraged to be there because of Jesus. There's another account in in Mark, further on, chapter 5, where we see Jesus, he heals this demon-possessed man, Legion, right? And he casts all these demons out into the pigs. And Jesus then says to this man, he says, go home to your family, right? Tell them what the Lord has done. Tell them the mercy that he's had upon you, right? Tell them of the peace that I've bestowed upon you, the peace that is offered, yes, even to you, to your family. And then just one that just really is so encouraging is an encounter in John 4 with the Samaritan woman. And Jesus confronts her desires of just returning to the same well over and over. In that case, it was broken relationships, it was marriage. And what he does, he meets her there with the peace of living water, right? The peace of living water. And what does she do? Well, she's blown away by Jesus. But then she goes and she tells the village, right? She invites people to meet Jesus. In John 4:39, it says, many Samaritans believe. Now, don't glance over that. The Jewish people and Samaritans were enemies, right? They were enemies. Peace was not even in their vocabulary, right? They hated each other's loathing. Right? It was bigotry. It was racism. It was just really bad. But Jesus, what he did, he stirred up this woman to see past all that, because she saw that peace could be restored with the God of the universe, the God who loves her. And now she's a peacemaker. She's an ambassador of reconciliation. And when we're walking in tune with the Spirit, with fruit of love, joy, peace, self-control, if patience, kindness, we can walk with these new eyes, that we can walk as people who are able to offer peace, as people of peace, peacemakers, because we've received peace. And what's the opposite? That we receive this peace and this reconciliation with God, and then we keep treating others with contempt, with just being, with hatred, with our hearts just looking down upon one another. And that's sad, because we're called to be ambassadors of reconciliation. We're called to be people who offer peace, who point one another to shalom, right? Who point to true shalom, not peace of this political party or this person or whatnot. No, peace is found in Christ. And so today, great question to ask yourself: Am I a person of peace? Right? Am I someone who is peaceful? It doesn't mean passive, right? It just means peaceful. Someone who can seek and desire to find peace and to point others to peace. Hope you guys can take some moments to reflect on that. And if you're in a place where you're just seeking peace, I would encourage you just to dwell on the words of Jesus in John 14, and so just be reminded that he does give us peace, right? His peace is so different from the peace that is surrounding us and the false peace that we see in this world. So hope you guys have a great Advent season and a great day.